Hello and welcome people back to more of Panzer Dragoon Orta. And this time we're playing as the Panzer Wing from Panzer Dragoon Saga. Again.
Well, isn't that what the default is? That's not a secret. What the hell, man?
Well, it is definitely one of the better ones.
Wait till I tell Spider-Man.
No, don't do that. And I'm also playing as the Orta, but from the ending of the game.
Yeah.
As in with her scarf. As in what she actually should have been like, because this looks so much better.
Yeah.
And it has this really cool thing, you know, like her scarf floating about. And on this run, again, I was also experimenting because I couldn't exactly find out. What makes you go to another route. I only knew that it was how much time you spend on this. So on a couple different occasions, I show off what at one time I show what happens when you don't shoot it down until the very end, and on another occasion I show what happens just when you shoot it down just before. And as you may notice, there are walls creating around us every time we unlock one of these doors. You see? It says to the memory cell and not to the deep one. Just level 1, and we're actually gonna get. We're actually getting different things from this one, and what's kind of a thing with those. In these like low-level ones, you only learn things you already know.
Well, it's good to get a reminder sometimes.
You just get a reminder from the cutscenes you have already seen. Whereas the deep ones are going to give you information that are never stated anywhere else.
Actually playing this game for its story. What are you? But yet this thing still takes so long to kill.
Oh yes, he is one of the more annoying enemies in the game, simply because he, well, he fakes you out a couple times, and also he's the only enemy in the game that can actually run away from your lasers. The other one can deflect them, but never run away from them. And also dealing with him with any other form that, well, the best form to deal with him is would be the ones that have a lot of shots or lasers. And I believe on this one I show off what happens if you don't shoot it down until the very end, which is actually kind of interesting.
Oh.
We'll see.
Okay.
It sends you to the lamest route, let's say.
Really? I would figure the dragon's legs would work quite well.
Well, you see, if you shoot it down, you go to like an extra level, like we went to the sandworm thingamajig. Kind of, sort of something like this. I'm not quite sure if you actually can avoid going to the sandworm if you don't shoot down the thing. Don't quote me on that. But it will basically skip a section and just instead lead you to just a corridor. It basically becomes Final Fantasy 13. More data required. Now this is a little bit. This is a pretty annoying section because they show you those things, and they don't actually move to where the targets are supposed to be. They just show up on your you know. They just show up all over the place. You do see them going in different directions, but you know. It's still quite confusing.
Oh yeah.
Memory cell level.
Why do they consider you a bug?
And that is a line from Panzer Dragoon's Fey.
Continuity. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, and this is what I mean by a lame route.
I still don't see it. Your dragon's legs still look fine to me.
Well, generally he doesn't really need to use them that much, since, you know, he's flying and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it doesn't occur immediately. And there aren't that many running sections in this game like there were in Svei, so you don't really notice it as a problem.
Or Angie.
It's one of those things you just need to read a wiki on. But yeah, all you already get is a little shooting gallery in a corridor that you've already seen before, just tinted in different colors.
Makes me wonder where Kaim is.
He's together with Angie.
But we're riding on Angie.
Well, they fused or something. In any case,
whatever.
or whatever. In any case, you remember how the last time we went to see the Shelkoff and to see the Sestren and the spiritual half of our dragon? Well, if you go to those routes, these routes like I shown, you don't get to see that.
Ah.
And this, what I'm actually playing here right now, is the final boss theme from Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Yeah.
I thought it fits pretty well with this location, considering, well, we are in the Sestren.
I'm surprised that thing lived through all that.
Well, it's kind of like the being in the Sestren does not exist anymore. However, the system remains alive.
So it exists because we think it exists, but it doesn't really exist.
No. It exists. It just is no longer controlled by the will of the ancients.
Because they kind of killed themselves.
No, because we kind of killed the computer that was still doing its mission. That was, in the end, you'd never know if it was actually wrong at what it was doing, or was it actually doing the right thing, and we just were never... the people living on Earth were never actually meant to see the end of it. We will never know.
The world may never know.
Yeah, that's one cool thing about games like these. You can just make up your own rest of the story, and it's not just because there are plot holes or something. They just don't know.
But then fans will demand an answer, so we'll get a sequel that'll answer those questions, and everyone will be upset because they don't like the answer.
Kind of, sort of, yes. Like, for example, here they do kind of explain what happens after Saga to a certain degree. Like, for example, there aren't quite as many monsters, and also we know what happened to Azel, as in she went into Sestren looking for Edge. But you see S ranks all across. C is almost like an S.
I don't see no fucking S. So upset.